Hello, today's video is going to be a little bit different. I am just going to leave, that's a great start, tickly throat. I'm just going to leave this video as is, 100% all in real time for you to enjoy and really get a sense of the makeup in real time and all that jazz, because it's quite nice sometimes to just play something in the background, you know, get a real in-depth information. So I'm going to do a few like this. Let me know what you think and if you enjoy it, and we'll go from there. So this week I am going to do a look based on the amazing Jennifer Coolidge from, like, who's been watching White Lotus. So her look here, which is absolutely stunning. It was Lilly Keys who did her makeup. Oh, don't know what I've done there. There we go. Lilly Keys that did her makeup for the Globe Awards, and it's a sensational look, and I think it's a style of makeup look that is absolutely classic whatever your age. And I mean, huge congratulations, Jennifer, because you're flipping wonderful. I've got basic skincare already. So I'm just going to rehydrate, pop Tatcha lip balm on. So I would love for you to let me know in the comments what you think. And by the way, if you've not joined me before, I'm Lisa, a pro makeup artist of 16 years, 17, oh my gosh. And I love to share with you all my tips and tricks on how to recreate things and more. So if there's anything you'd specifically like to see, I do take requests. Check it out, see what's around. Anyway, so Victoria Beckham was the sponsor of makeup. Oh my gosh, one of the cats, no, it's fine. I've got two cats and they're here with me. The makeup was sponsored by Victoria Beckham, so I have pulled out all the products that I have that match that from my collection, and for the gaps I'll fill you in on them and tell you what I use. Just prep the skin with the lovely Cell Rejuvenating Primer. What's lovely about this primer is that it's luminous and glowy, but it's not like sparkly 12-year-old unicorn, you know? It's grown-up highlight, which I really, really love. And at this point, I'm just going to do the brow, or set the brow, because it's easier that way. And I've fallen in love with this soap brow. If you tried the original soap brow, this is a must try, because the hold on this is like max gel. It does not budge. Once it's on, it really ain't going anywhere. And especially when you're working red carpet, or like a big event, wedding, or even going to, you know, a social occasion, or even if you're popping to something after work, we really want our makeup to perform well. And the secret about that is prep and using fantastic products. These products don't necessarily all have to be luxury, although a lot of what I do use is luxury, purely because I'm a pro makeup artist and that's, you know, what I genuinely use. I think there's like 1 or 2 high street products I'll be using in this video today. But I'm just sort of recreating the vibe, so you can use this with whatever you have at home. And obviously this technique will work on with whatever colours you work with, or whatever your skin tone is. So you can see that that is like firmly in place, and then it dries down so quickly, and you can see from the side like the brows are like flattened and glued to your face. I'm obsessed with this Hourglass eyebrow pencil. It is so good. It's called Arch and I love it. Whoa, do not love that though. Do you know what? I have dropped it a few times, so maybe that's what's happened. So what I'm going to do, this is in the shade Dark Brunette. I'm just running it along the top of the brow So I like to do this once I've got the brow shape in. And can you see how that's just defined it a little bit for me? Oops. I'm just doing a bit on the top and the bottom, just because I've got quite a good brow shape. I don't want to make anything too heavy and obvious. Filling in any gaps. Oh, the cat's playing with the lace vintage panel curtain. Not the one. And then I flip over to the little spoolie and just brush away. Like a saw. Okay? Okay? And then we're going to do more on the skin. I might pop, I should have done that to start with, but a little bit of eye cream on. Nothing too rich. If you use something too rich, sometimes that can just make your eye makeup run a lot more. This is the Beauty Pie Triple Hyaluronic Acid Elastic Lifting Eye Serum, which looks like that. Lovely texture, so pop a little bit here, and then just lightly. I get a lot of clients that complain about how kind of crepey they look around their eyes. Just using a really nice lightweight moisturiser around the eye will help you out there. If you don't have a specific eye cream, just use a serum that you already own. Okay, so Mary Phillips has grabbed the internet's attention with underpinning. First thing, honey, people have been doing it for decades, and I'm seeing a lot of people doing the technique wrong, where they are using products that are far too heavy. So I've got the Tom Ford Contour, the shade and Illuminate. This is the old formula actually, because they've reformulated it, and this is Intensity 1. So pick up a really small amount of product and you barely want to see it on there, okay? And the reason why I'm doing this is because I am underpinning, very much like when you are doing a house or something, you're creating the structure underneath. And this means that you can manipulate things a little bit more. You can be a little bit more extreme. But what I'm seeing people, I'm going to show you the wrong, not the wrong way, but people are doing that. And that means you need to blend for 10 more years. And you're using a lot more product that you don't necessarily need. I feel like I need to match up. So pick up a light amount of product and blend away. And where I'm blending isn't like directly under the cheekbone, it's slightly on top to create more of that edge. Then we are going to do under the chin to give a more chiseled appearance. Gonna take it from the inner corner of the eye, down the nose. And can you see how lightweight? So if you think of the opacity and transparency of this, this is a very light layer of this product going on. And I think when it comes to working with a lot of celebrities and that kind of thing, people don't tend to kind of like shove on huge massive layers. It's a little bit more considered. Okay, first budget product is the e.l.f. Liquid Halo Glow. It's in the shade 2. I'm just gonna, oh, it's quite a lot. Put that on. Oh, another place I like to contour while I've got that on there is just under the lip to plump it out a bit more. Because who doesn't love a juicy lip? Everybody loves a juicy lip. So I'm going to start blending that in by just patting. Pat, pat, pat. See, it's just looking like gorgeous, expensive, luxury skin. which by the way looks like skin. It doesn't look like a ton of makeup on the skin. And then we are going to get a little bit of concealer. I'm going to do a mix of these shades simply because it's not the right shade for me. It's a 2 and a 4 and I want to make a 3. This is the Vieve concealer. It's a beautiful radiant texture. I'm just mixing them on the back of my hand, and then what I'm going to do is like dab a little bit here on the inner and outer corner of the eye, specifically around the nose. That's where I kind of suffer with a lot of redness. And then I'm gonna go in with my beloved Chanel Fresh Water Tint Foundation. I'm just gonna do one pump. I'm just gonna sort of blend that over most of the things, just to create a really natural kind of overcoat layer. So that's got it on. I've put a little bit on there but not really blended it. But see that, it's just looking chef's kiss gorgeous. And doing really considered skin does take a bit more time. However, the more you get used to it, the quicker it becomes. I feel like I've got a cat hair on me. And I've not got a very close-up mirror, so I'm just making sure, I'm just seeing a few brush marks, so I'm just sort of making sure that they are banished. They are not welcome here. No. What is this thing? And what's really important is the skin prep that you do. My skin's a bit itchy, so I'm just gonna pat it. Is to, what will really help your makeup be really smooth is either use an exfoliator that morning, or use it the night before, then a gorgeous face mask overnight, and like your skin will thank you, because it's just ready for makeup and it's just like in its plumped, most hydrated, most wonderful way it can be. Simple. Okay, so I don't have the blusher that she used, so I'm going in with the e.l.f. I'm going to use a no, I'm just going to stick with the same brush. This is the shade St. Bart's. So it was quite like a pink flush on the cheek, and it was quite far back. The Victoria Beckham ones aren't quite as luminous as these. They're a little bit drier, but I mean, they still work really beautifully. And this, by the way, is a By Joy brush, which I've pretty much done my whole base with, number 5. So it's looking, and obviously we're going to pare down the glossy sheen on the skin. We're just letting things sit a little bit, my friends, before we get too excited. So bronzer, I'm going to use the Vieve bronzer. I don't have the VB bronzer. This is a powder, so I'm just going to go in with that slightly lighter shade. This is a Vieve brush in precision powder. And it's very light. This is like a little kitten paw, pouring at your skin, making some biscuits. Bronze beautiful biscuits. See what a difference bronzer makes. It just elevates. It's very different from contour. Contour is a little bit more of a cooler tone product that helps kind of shape things very invisibly, whilst bronzer is a little bit more warm, so it'll be a bit more yellow or a little bit more red or orange to give you that sun-kissed warmth you want. And obviously both will shape your face, but in a different way. Different way. Different techniques, different tones. It's facts. I spit facts. But see how the underpinning has just given a very natural, lightweight way of doing makeup. So Mary Phillips did not invent that technique. It's been done for donkey's years. And it's just, you know, that whole like one layer makeup we're seeing on TikTok, it's like that, but elevated. Yeah. Okay, let's move stuff across that we're done. We've used, oh, what was that? I'm gonna need this product. See my chocolate stash there. I love it. Okay, that's looking good. That's looking good. It's looking really nice and natural in real life, not just on camera. Okay, so next we will be doing the eyes. And she's definitely got lashes on this. I'm not going to do lashes. Can't be arsed, babes. Let me know if you want to see lashes though. We can do a whole lash video. So I'm going to start off by using the Mario palette just to clean up the tones around the eye a little bit more. This is like a Mario Primer Master Prep Eye Set in Light. So you put this concealer type product on the eye. I need to actually look at the Inky list to see the ingredients on this. See if there's mica or anything. Mica is an ingredient, or silicones that you all, not mica, sorry. No, mica does absorb oil, sorry, yeah. You'll want silicones to basically, what are you scratching on? Cats. Joys of them. They help absorb oils. So that's why you don't want to necessarily use concealer on your eye, because the concealer is generally going on your skin and it needs to be a little bit hydrating to work on the skin well, while this is just a eye primers will be specifically more to kind of set, smooth and absorb any excess oil. Then use the powder part. I forgot I had this, to be honest, when I was rifling through the drawers. I was like, oh. So I'm just adding a little bit of brightness and evenness in tone. Before we begin. I do not have exactly the same eye pencils, so I'm actually going to go a little rogue on here on the eye. So I'm going to get this Vieve Raven shadow stick thingy bob and go in with a brush. So with the look, she had a gold on the inner corner here. Let me get it up so you can see. Gold on the inner corner. And then it went to black on the outer corners, which obviously enhanced by her eye. And because of her eye shape, you know, because of her age, because of her eye shape, you can't see a lot of the mobile lid, so you would have seen a lot more of the sparkle and the texture when she was kind of blinking and or looking down. So what I'm going to do is just place that on as like an eyeliner. Getting it really nice and close to the root. And the waterline was totally clean on this. And I love this kind of makeup look. And I think what's beautiful about Jennifer is that as a makeup artist, what really frustrates me is the lack of representation for kind of not just kind of all races but also ages. Like, we don't see this. You hear this being some brands' mantras, yet you don't see it being that openly followed through the actions. Or if you do, they're filtered to hell. And that's not what we want to see. We want to see the real deal. Let me know if you agree or what you think. But can you see how that's given that beautiful, cool hue to the eye? And I know the product breakdown because they were sent to me. I think Victoria Beckham did a mail out, so I checked out what I had, and then before doing this video I kind of looked through my collection at what would be appropriate to substitute colour wise for things that I didn't own already. Blend, blend, blend. Okay. Yeah, I'm really nervous about doing like a different style video, but I'm just so intrigued and happy to see what you think. And most of all, if you really enjoy it. So the palette that was used was one called Signature, the Eye Bricks. I don't have that. So it's sort of this tone, this tone, this tone, and this warm tone. So I'm just going to do a swipe of the lighter tone. This is the Mario Master Mattes. I'm desperate to try his new foundation. Desperate. I'd love to know what kind of content you would like to see more of on YouTube from me. I really enjoy doing YouTube. I love the kind of long form videos on here. So, you know, I always take the time, although I feel like I've been a bit head in the clouds. Not head in the clouds, I've been regrouping. Be kinder to yourself, Lisa, about what I really want to do this year and kind of the things I want to achieve with kind of like online work specifically, as well as kind of like physical jobs, because I am a jobbing makeup artist still. I do work on things. And this week coming, I'm working on something very exciting. It's a TV series, but I'll tell you about it when I can, because I can't at the moment. Yeah, so I'm just applying that one, then I'm going to go in with the slightly deeper one, just to sort of begin to add a bit of warmth around kind of the edge of the eye, then just build the depth. And I'm going to go back to the slightly smaller brush. So this is the 221. Going to that colour there, so it's like a cool toned colour. And I'm going to apply that. I mean, this was a very typical makeup look that we, style of makeup and everything, when I started out in makeup, we would do this type of makeup all the time in terms of placement, the colours, specifically the mattes. I know there's a bit of sheen in this, like towards the end, but it is very much like this. Let me know if you find it reminiscent for you, or if this is kind of like new to you. My camera just switched off for absolutely zero reason there. Why does it do that? I need to figure out more. I've got the Canon G7 Mark II, which I really love. But I don't know why it does that. There must be a setting where it hits like a certain time, or maybe it's to do with the memory card, I don't know. But yeah, this makeup makes me feel very nostalgic to when I worked at MAC. These were exactly the sorts of colours and like placement of makeup that we would totally do all the time. I'm taking a bit of that warmer one. But can you see how I'm adding that warmth through here, and it's a bit darker, so it's just making that outer edge kind of a bit deeper. Like, and when my eye is open and looking straight, you don't see a whole lot of my lid either. So that makes Jennifer and I like kind of related. I think it's so great that we're seeing kind of more older people, especially women, represented in things, and like her acceptance speech was like so beautiful, and like I want to see more of that, you know. I was talking to a friend earlier. He's like, he's in his like mid-20s, and he was like, hey, yeah, when I'm 40 I want to do this. I was like, oh my god, I'm 40 in like 2 years, 2.5 years, which I don't mind and it doesn't scare me or anything, but it's just like mad, like where is the time going? And I think we all need to, you know, just remind ourselves and make the most of what we have, because I think it can be so easy to get trapped in a rhythm, in a crap situation that we don't want to do or be in, and we've got the power to change it, so let's change it, folks. So I don't have the right pencil, but I'm using bronze. They used golden something. This is probably a little too dark, but you can see it just adds a bit of je ne sais quoi. And then I'm going to use a palette that they actually had. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? So this is the palette in Silk. I just want to show it to you a bit better. Come on. There we go. Palette in Silk there. It's gorgeous, very reflective, very gold, very twiddly. And I'm just going to take this brush that had the black on it, and I'm just going to go over that inner corner with that shade to brighten it up. Can you see that little detail just makes it cute? I'm just going with the paler shade. And then I'm sort of diffusing it just by pulling it like so. Oh, doing makeup is so much fun. This is the Spectrum Katie Jane Hughes brush in 20. I need to kind of stop using these because I think they're discontinued now. But anyway, whatever Trevs. Right, have I got the Vieve mascara? I know I had one, but I don't know if it's dried up and it's been discarded of. It is mascara I love though. I'm hoping. No, I don't. Oh, sugar. Oh no! I found it. Found it, babes. Right, I'm gonna get a lash curler. When I do, is anyone else like this, or are you really good? So when I'm with clients, I'm not too bad, or like on a job. It can get a bit hectic if you're like working through 100 people and got 3 minutes for each person. But in front of me right now is like chaos is happening. Why? Why? I'm not here for it. I don't want to be that person. We can't just help who we are sometimes. Anyway, gotta curl these lashes. Oh, and there's one more thing I wanted to do. Put a bit of honey on the... Let me curl these. So with lash curlers, you hold them 45 degrees to the eye. So I see a lot of people do this and you're not going to get close to the root. You really want to get in there and give it a good mush. And I don't know if you can see now, but those, I can feel them are hitting like the tops of my brow bone. which I'm here for. Right, before I pop on my mascara, I'm going to pop on a bit of this honey. And the best way to use these, don't use a brush because it's not really going to work that effectively. But it's such a grown-up, beautiful sparkle. Just on the lid area. On my inner corner to like almost, so you just get like a flash of dazzle and pizzazz. I love these. It's been nice to have all the products recreated exactly, but then it's been lovely to have a little challenge and try other things to kind of make the products up to make it look like what it was. And that's the beauty of makeup, that as long as it sort of does what you want at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you use and that you like it. This is the Victoria Beckham mascara. I love this mascara. My friend Tori turned me onto it. And it's such a good one. And it's a tubing formula, meaning it stays place. It doesn't rub off. When you rub your eyes, it doesn't give you panda eyes. It's just gorgeous. And what I'm doing is really pulling my lashes up and out. Up and out, baby. Shaping them as I go. What's your favourite mascaras at the moment? I've got quite a few that I'm really loving. But is anyone else like me and has like quite a few faves and they're like, oh, switch it up? A really good drugstore one that I haven't picked up in a while that I did really enjoy is the Maybelline Sky High one. That is good. Oh my gosh, I've got like a lash hair on here I want to get rid of. Get out. There we go. There we go. You been up to anything nice this weekend? What did I do today? I saw a friend today, which was really lovely. We had a good hangout sesh. Made him some breakfast and we did some filming. Helped each other out because it's much easier with like content stuff if you've got someone, just an extra person to kind of hype you up and direct you and all that jazz. And then oh yeah, we met up with, do you remember the lovely Emma who I've had on here before? Met up with Emma, which was great. And then we went to another friend's house to drop off a bit of the Skin Rocks retinoid. I gave a little sample to my friend because she wanted to try it out, see if she was ready to upgrade from 1 to 2. And we had a little coffee with her, it was lovely. So they've used the same architects and builders as us. So it was really nice just to have a little look around and spy at kind of what they've done and whatnot. It's just really nice to see what we could and will have eventually. But it's been a very long story with what's happened with that. If you follow my Instagram, you'll see what's been occurring. But basically, we've got to wait until the insurance claim is settled before starting anything, which means delaying things, which, you know, something that you've wanted for so long. For 2 years we've sort of been planning this and you just want to start, but we've got to wait. And that's just the deal. And then we also have found the manhole that is outside. We have one inside, that's a very long, boring story. Found the one outside, and so we're going to put planning into Wessex Water, which is our local building water supplier, to add something to it to make it more, modernise it, and just have one drain outside. So hopefully that's a simple, straightforward job that you pay X amount of fee for, like £300, £350. And if not, we have to go through another person who will charge through the nose, who's got this special license to do this thing. Basically, it's all very annoying and boring. And there you go. Joys of all my friends. Okay. So I'm going to take a bit of the lip bar off. Oh, I need to do a bit of highlighter. I did like under highlighter, but I need to do some on top. So I'm going to start off high. So they use the number 2 and 3 Victoria lip pencils. I only have number 3 and 4. So I have gone for a 3 and MAC World pencil. This is just a limited edition. That's what I'm starting with. That on top, and just getting my shape, plumping it as much as I can. I've had some really bad cold sores in the past month. It's just healing all underneath. As in the actual viral infection's gone, it's just the scarring healing, and oh god, it's been so painful. And then I'm going to go for Whirl. Is a little bit D here. On the edges, just to kind of here, tiny it here and here. So, about the house, just send us positive vibes about that that's all going to be fine, and that we can just do a straightforward thing with the water company and not have to do the other thing, and that the claim just gets settled really soon. So we had a surveyor come from who's representing us because the insurers have been not great, and they will be, yeah, they've sent their surveyor to review it, and they're waiting for that report, and then the insurance will need to send their surveyor to come and do a report, and then they sort of fight it out between them. Fun. Pout. So again, what we've done on the lips is underpinning, and because I've had all these cold sores, I've not worn lip products in ages, so this feels really nice. I love the Victoria Beckham. If you like a glossy but non-sticky lipstick, you need these in your life. They are stunning. I also really want to have my teeth done. I'd love to have Invisalign, then see whatever else I need from there. This was then finished off with the gloss, so I'm going to go in with this Bare Minerals gloss in the shade Serenity, because I don't have the Victoria Beckham. They use 2 different glosses. Oh, these smell so good. I've not used them in a while. I'm mainly focusing it on the middle just to really plump. Love it. I love wearing a gloss. Are you a gloss fan? Let me know in the comments. Okay, powder. Finish this up. I'm going for the Beauty Pie powder. I think this is such a lovely, lovely powder. This is the One Powder Wonder. And what's nice about it is it doesn't look powdery on the skin, so it doesn't delete. See, we've toned down this sheen, but it's still got a nice freshness to it. have you found this video so far? Let me know in the comments, and if you're new here, hello, subscribe. I'd love to have you join us. This is just a Vieve highlighter brush actually, but why I'm using it is it's small, it's firm, and it's a little bit like soft and fluffy, so it doesn't like, it gives you control. It gives you control. And for those that don't know, I worked with Caroline Hirons last year and it was amazing, so can't wait to work with you again, Caroline, on Skin Rocks. It was so much fun. Just excited for what this year's going to bring, you know. Then I'm going to go with the actual, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use the Tom Ford. I'm going to use what's in here. You can see that this is like such a popular product. I do actually have a new one. I'm just going to tap that. So what's lovely about this Tom Ford highlighter, it's like the Victoria Beckham one in the sense that it's not glittery, it just looks like gloss. Gloss on the skin. It's mainly going on the high points, not too close to the eyes. Highlight up here. That is pretty. We're finished. I feel like I need a bit more volume in the hair, so give me one sec. Let me get this bad boy. Instant volume. Give it more of that Jennifer vibe. Pure fabulous. There we go. That is the finished look. Let me like come in so you can see a bit more. So as I said, I've not really edited this video in terms of time or anything like that. Let me know how you found it, if you enjoy it, what feedback you've got, because I'm always happy obviously to listen, and I appreciate you for watching. It's cute. Let's get the picture up. Oh my goodness. It's not recognising me because I've turned into Jennifer. Cute, right? We're like twins. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much for joining me. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this format. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next week, my friends.